That's a beautiful laugh you have there. All right.
Well, that is a great question. And let me start by saying I did quite a few things for Montel Harris and Willie Brown.
Talking about the Black community? Oh.
I don't get enough credit for. To be perfectly clear, there were only a few times that people are aware of where I did what we were supposed to do to accomplish the goals we have set to accomplish with our goal setting.
That's well said.
We should get far more credit than we do. Before Colin Kaepernick and George Floyd, I was known for taking a knee, and that is something this administration will continue to do for the civil rights movement, and I'm very proud of that.
That's a very legitimate point.
Where are you going? What do you mean you quit? You're fired. Sorry, next question.
Another staffer?
Just lost another staffer.
So who would win in an IQ test, you or Joe Biden?
Well, let's be perfectly clear on this. Joe and I are very strong on the LGBTQIA plus agenda and have passed all the tests as it pertains to things we would be tested on. Joe has been around much longer than I have and has more experience with loving children.
Yes, he does.
Who are victims of victimhood. Together, we can do what is possible by defining the impossible and working to make the impossible less impossible, which is to say the impossible would be made possible by being impossibly possible and potentially less possible, but also still possible.
That's a good point.
So let me be perfectly clear on that.
Let me give you an easy one. What are you going to do about the baby food crisis we're in right now?
Also something that needs clarification. Okay. So let me be perfectly clear. Roe versus Wade is going to set women's rights back 100,000 years.
That's not the question.
Never in history have women been more repressed than right now by this Supreme Court.
Okay. Where are you going?
Women should have the right to choose if they want to keep the child at any point of care.
What does this have to do with
even after the child is through high school?
Okay.
The Constitution guarantees this right by women and for women. And we should fight to make sure women keep these rights, or this will be worse than January 6th, 9/11, Pearl Harbor, and Arbor Day, as well as World War III, which I helped start.
Wow.
All combined.
Wow, that's dark.
Well, if the baby is aborted, it won't need baby food now, will it?
Whoa. That's a good point, but that's horrible. That's terrible. What about Hunter? Did you sleep with Hunter?
No, I didn't. But I did enjoy Hunter.
Oh.
And we dressed Senator Graham up like a young McCaulay Culkin. Joe didn't know the difference.
Oh, you fed Joe?
Hunter and I did different types of crack that day. Let me be perfectly
Jesus Christ,
clear.
this has gone way off the rails. This is just awful. Well,
Thanks,
thank you for
Whoopi.
your time. Whoopee.
Bye, Joy.
All right, my goodness, that was awful. I don't know what happened there, but she must have had an audio problem and misheard us. Talking about sleeping your way to the top, feeding McCaulay Culkin to Joe Biden. I mean, what in the hell? And she had somebody quit on her in the middle of the interview.
She's right though.
About Macaulay Culkin being cute, but Senator Lindsey Graham would make
less babies, less baby food.
That's a good. She did make. I couldn't fight with her on it. It's a really dark subject, but I couldn't fight with her on it because technically
she's not wrong.
Technically, she's not lying. I think that's probably why her staffer left her in the middle of the interview. Is that she's not supposed to say that stuff. That's not appropriate. But thank you for joining us. Clearly her voice was just a little banged up.
She's hot.
I mean, her voice is, her throat's seen a lot of damage, so she's not going to be 100% of the time. Willie Brown, I'm sure he's got some stuff going on, and, who knows what's happened to those tonsils over the years. So, Jimmy, let's talk some boxing. What do you think, man? What do we got?
When were we on last? Who was the last big fight? Because I don't think we ain't talked
yeah.
boxing, this fucking boxing program, but we don't talk boxing.
We haven't even talked Canelo. Okay, so the Canelo fight happened, and that was a big fight, a very big fight. And what do you? So I've got a certain take on this fight. We've fought about it a little bit, but what are your thoughts on what we saw with the Canelo? How the fuck do you say his name?
Canelo.
Bavin? What the hell's his name?
Oh, yeah, the other guy.